I mean, this is, it's like you said, crunch time. There's only a few more games left until playoffs, so these games are about us. It's about coming out, executing our game plan, and like I said, just fine-tuning ourselves leading up into playoffs.
You two have been, you two were under Stephanie White for a number of years. When it comes time, to play against her, how much of an advantage is it to sort of have an understanding of what she likes to run on both sides of the ball?
A huge advantage. I mean, like you said, we played, 2 years? Everything's pretty much the same. So defense, offense, we know everything they're about to do.
How deadly is AT's having a spin move there in the clutch? I mean, AT, what kind of triggers that when you know to bring that out?
Same time and time again. She do it over and over again, and she always say that they can't stop it, so that's her go-to move. But, yeah, seen it again.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, again, the defense gives you. You just drive hard, and they try to cut it off, and you just get to the move you want to do anyway. So, yeah, it's my patent spin move.
Alyssa, obviously, you hang your hat on defense. Natasha has been just so big in so many ways for this team. What has the communication been like with her, what she's provided at this point, and obviously going into the playoffs?
Yeah, of course, we didn't have Mac early on in the season, and we're hard on her, but we know what she's capable of, and as you can see, each and every night she just gets better and better. She gets us second chance opportunities. She's playing defense, and that's what we need come playoff time. And just super happy, super proud of her, and know she's just going to continue to grow.
Thank you.
Does a win like this tell you anything about your playoff prospects? Are you guys ready?
Again, we're not worried about anybody but ourselves. We put ourselves in a position to do that. Right now, it's about fine tuning ourselves. The first half, we had a lot of injuries, and now the second half has been about us getting our chemistry. And we're just gonna go out there and continue to do things, continue to fine tune, and get ourselves ready for playoffs.
Alyssa, you talked a lot about you running pick and rolls this season, and very pick and rolls. With the spacing that you're working out of, it feels like the rejects have been there more often than not. Can you speak to just the process and reading the decisions that you are making in that and how intentional they are?
Yeah, most post players aren't used to being in action like that. It's the roles are reversed where they're the ones, calling out the screen. So for me, it's just about reading, the post if they're turning their hips early to get under the screen. I know they're going to go under. And as soon as I see them turn, that's, when I'm rejecting the screen. So again, just reading what the defense gives me. I know everyone's tried a whole bunch of different things to guard the pick and roll. And I just try to make the right play.
Haven't been here before. How do you feel about this team? Are you guys ready? And what is the playoff environment like in this arena when you guys are, in the postseason here?
Man, the fans are great. Literally, they carried us through tonight for sure. It was an energy game. Credit to Indiana because they came in and gave us a run for our money. But just feeding off our crowd. But I think we're a team that's vets, and a lot of us have a lot of playoff experience. But right now we still have, 3 or 4 games left, and we got to use this to, just focus on us and fine-tune. It's going to be a step-by-step process. And right now we're just focusing on, finishing out strong and getting a good seed for the playoffs. And then when that time comes and whoever we play, we'll be ready. So I think right now we're just locked in on whatever we can to fine-tune mistakes, go to video, film, see where rotations work, what don't, defensive schemes. So we spend a lot of time in the video room right now.
The trust and understanding you two have together from playing together so long. Like at this point, are there eye movements, hand signals, or you just know where the other one's going to be?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, like you said, we've played together for a long time. I think she just understands my thought process and what I need her to do in that moment. I know if there's something she's saying that it probably means she's doing the opposite of that. So, just.
Tell my secret.
My bad, but yeah, it's just a long time chemistry, and it's just a lot of fun playing with her.
DeWanna, going off of Greg's point, you've play Washington and then Connecticut, teams that are out of the playoffs. How do you guys not let your guard down and, you know, take those games as seriously as you guys have been taking these last few?
We know those are the most dangerous teams when, you know, teams are just playing just to play, you know. So we use those games to, like I said, prepare. And great teams don't change anything, whether they're playing the team that's trying to fight for playoff position or a team that's already out. So if we're going to be about it, we got to be about it. And we got to go in locked in and focused just like we're playing the number one team. So I think we got that mentality right now. And we still, like I said, building, trying to play our best basketball and game by game.
Two more. So the Mercury have limited the Indiana Fever from the free throw line, just only 8 attempts tonight. I'm just curious to know, how impressed are you with the defensive strategy on the Fever?
I mean, like I said earlier, I mean, we know everything they're trying to run. So we just form a game plan around that. And, yeah, we know they're a team that likes to get to the free throw line. And our goal is just to limit second chance opportunities and just contest without fouling.
DeWanna, it's been consistent double-digit scoring for you since you got here. When you came, did you feel like that was still something you could do on a nightly basis?
I don't think scoring is like my mentality at all. Like I just want to come in and provide energy when I can. They were already playing well before I got here, so it was just kind of, you know, come in and I come in the game and just be ready to play and do my thing. And they told me to be myself. They always said from the moment I got here, be yourself. Don't change anything about you. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been doing this for a long time, so it's kind of like muscle memory now. So I'm just happy to be back here and not getting that game. I'm just locked in on what I need to do to help.
One more, Jeff.
Alyssa, Nate was talking about some things that Sammy can do when they're trying to take certain things away from you. Tonight she had 7 assists. Can you just sort of explain what she's able to do to complement you?
Yeah, I mean, most people put Sammy in a category of only being a shooter, and if you do that, then you haven't seen her throughout her career, especially overseas. She just draws so much attention with her shooting ability, but she's able to make the right plays, make the right reads. She's a great screener. She's super important to what we do. I know our two-man game, we love playing two-man together just because we know each other is just going to make the right read out there.
I've said this about AT is every night you can count on her and count on her in a big way, right? She's gonna bring her best effort, and that's of the many talents that she has. Just knowing that she's gonna bring it each and every night, just that gives you a sense of relief as a coach because she cares. She cares at the highest level, and she's going to bring it each and every night.
Coach, it looked like went down in that third quarter, and then she was able to come back in the fourth. I know you're not the trainer, but do you know kind of what happened there? How's she feeling?
You said it. I'm not the trainer. Yeah. So I'm guessing an ankle, but, yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't had time to ask.
Gotcha. And then AT, feels like every time that she plays Indiana, it's always just a big scoring night for her.
Yep.
Is there anything specific with Indiana's defense that sort of allows her to get more downhill more frequently than when you guys play other teams?
Well, I think they kind of give AT some space. They back off the ball when she has it, and then they kind of deny our wings. I thought we weren't as active off the ball tonight because it was tough because they were making us work to get it. Which should have led to more backdoors and brush screens for AT. But, yeah, I think, Coach White has, coached AT, right? And so I think she has a system or a plan in place in her mind. And, AT just kind of reads the game, and the games when we've played them, it is to go score the basketball.
Coach, when you guys got DeWanna, did you see this type of impact? Did you envision that? And if not, what has impressed you the most about it?
I was hoping, right? That's the goal when you go and get her. I mean, what she's done in her career to start, is very. I mean, her resume is really impressive. She had a great playoffs last year, and sometimes like situations just don't work. I didn't think that personally she could have fallen off that much from a year ago to this year. And so, she's just got length, experience, shot making, and she's never in a hurry, right? She wants to have good possessions, and she had a bunch of them tonight.
Coach, does a game like this, I know you probably take it one night at a time,
Yeah.
right? But are you thinking about the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, I think this time of year you are, right? We're focused on this game, but we're also preparing for the playoffs. Not during these 40 minutes, obviously, but tomorrow on the plane, we're working on Washington and working on playoff prep. I mean, I was proud of our group tonight. The New York game was huge, and I felt like we had a little bit of a letdown tonight. Like, obviously, Indiana is playing for something just like we are, and a win is a win, but just our approach, the New York game to now, wasn't at the level that I was hoping for, but, that's basketball. That's why you tip it up, and that's why you play. And, again, I've been talking about it. This is a new group that, we got to go through games like this, and we've got more coming on the road. And so there's teams now that are going to be out of it that we're playing against that, we got to be ready. We got to play. We got to go win games.
Now, how much of a concern was it? You started slow, you took the lead, but then late in the game, the second unit kind of gave it back. You had to put Mack and Thomas back in. How concerned are you about that second unit?
I'm not concerned. I mean, they scored, I don't know, 29. There's runs throughout a game. I think as a coach, you're always concerned. I don't know if you ever feel great about, much, but yeah, there's always concern for sure.
When Sammy, she got 7 assists tonight, when she's able to kind of move the ball the way she did tonight and add that dynamic, how much does that add to the team?
I mean, it adds a lot. Obviously, I think a lot of it was how we talked about how they've kind of guarded AT, right? Sammy and AT are in a lot of actions together, and they're back off of AT. Now Sammy has it. Now they're up, and now she's finding AT on rolls. So, I thought Sammy did a good job of reading the game, and the game was to make some of those pocket passes, and I thought she did a great job tonight.
Coach, the Mercury also limited the Indiana Fever to 8 trips to the free throw line, and the Mercury have allowed just 23 free throw trips. I'm just curious to know how aggressive they've been in the paint tonight, and how did it help?
Yeah, I mean, Mac had another good game in the paint. I thought Kat did a great job. One of the things that we always want to focus on is keeping teams off the free throw line. We did it against New York. We did it here tonight, and that just helps your defense.
Health situation, Indiana's decimated, New York is injured. Just keeping people healthy for another 10 days or so is critical, right?
Very
what you
critical.
want.
Yeah, I mean, the unfortunate thing about sports is people don't talk about injuries enough and how it impacts your team. You think, a starter goes down, well, you're just going to put a sub in to replace them. And some of these star players and really good players, starters, are kind of irreplaceable in the fact that just playing to that level. You never want to see a team get injured. Unfortunately, I think most teams go through it. If you don't go through it, you're probably moving on, right? Like you've got a chance if you've got a good team and you stay healthy. There's luck to that. There's luck to that, and so I mean, this isn't the NBA where you get 15 roster spots and 3 two-ways, right? Where you can carry 18 and then shut people down like Minnesota. If this was an NBA team, they're probably resting their starters the next 3 or 4 games, or that's at least a decision. But when you can only carry 11 or 12, your starters and stars have to play. Obviously, we're still playing for something. But yes, we got to win games, and the hope is to stay healthy.
Nate, when you look at the team defensively, I think timely stops was one of the things that kind of comes to mind. A 15-3 run to close the first half.
Yeah.
And then there was a moment where Indiana was going on a run late in the game, and Alyssa goes over to double team Leah Boston on the post.
Yeah.
Having someone like Alyssa, I don't know if it's scripted or not, but they can kind of be a free safety in a sense and just understand how to keep the team afloat. How much confidence and comfort does that give you as a coach?
Yeah, I mean, I think AT's the ultimate free safety in our league. She's extremely high level. She sees some things that others don't. You have to allow her to be herself. But yeah, I mean, I thought in the first half we guarded for the last 4 minutes, and you saw a difference in the game. And, you know, that's the attitude and approach that we have to take, because we also have the ability to do it down the stretch. And, you know, that's why we've won some close games.
What do you think allowed Indiana to get back in the game in the second half?
I haven't, you know, I'll have to look at the tape. I just, I think they were comfortable in some situations where in the first half, the last 4 minutes, we did what we needed to do. I'll have to take a look at it.
How important was it to win all three in this homestand?
Well, very important, just from a standings standpoint. You know, typically throughout the year, you're talking about the process and you want to do things the right way, and obviously that's still important now, but right now we're in the business of winning games, and so all of them matter.
I've never been in this situation, right? How big is home court advantage in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think with a fan base like this, it's very important. You know, the crappy part about last year was us not getting rewarded with a home game, right? The first 2 games were at the higher seed. So it's not only great just to play in this building, it's great for our players, but it's also great for the city. And, you know, like what the X Factor brings each and every night, like they need to be rewarded for that, because the playoffs are different. And, you know, I haven't experienced a playoff home game yet here, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty amazing.
Last one?
And when you look at Indiana, a team that is kind of decimated by injuries.
Yep.
One of the margins that they've kind of taken advantage of is forcing teams to turn the ball over.
Yeah.
You look at your team. Kellen asked about the assist percentage, but turnovers or lack thereof, only had 9 today. What does that kind of say about your team collectively outside of just Alyssa?
I think we value the basketball, which is important. Getting DB here has helped that. Early in the year, we were having too many turnovers, and it was allowing teams to play in transition. I think also when you don't turn it over, it allows you to play. They have to play against our set defense, which we believe in. So yeah, just understanding where people are at, tendencies, and just valuing it and not throwing it around. All right, thank you.